I hope you're okay. So today I want to talk about my favourite ever things that I've bought off Vinted, and also share some top tips and tricks for finding bargains and things that you want, because a few of you guys have asked me on Instagram about some tips for shopping on Vinted, so I thought that I would do a YouTube video talking all about it. Now I don't know about you guys, but I'm obsessed with Vinted. I think I worked out that literally about 75% of my wardrobe these days is things that I bought off Vinted, which is quite mad really, considering I've only been on Vinted for like the last 18 months or so. But yeah, I've just found it to be a really great place for adding things into my wardrobe that I didn't have or that I've wanted for ages. And I feel like I've managed to find some absolute gems, so I'm really excited to share them with you. First of all, we're going to talk about this Skort, which is something that I've literally picked up in the last couple of weeks. So it's from Stradivarius originally, and it's just like a little skirt at the front, and then it's shorts at the back, which is just absolutely perfect if you're a mum like me, because you've got the illusion of a skirt but the practicality of shorts, which is definitely needed when you're running after a toddler around the play park. But yeah, this is still on, I think, the Stradivarius website for like £25, and when I first saw it, I think it was a couple of months ago, I was like, love that, need it, but it was out of stock. Zara has some very similar things in it at the moment too. Anyways, put it into my Vinted and I just saved it as a search, because that's what I like to do. So I guess that's kind of like tip number one, is to search what you're looking for and then save it. And what it will do, it will come up in like a search bar with how many things have been added. So say for example, I'd put Stradivarius denim Skort or just denim Skort, and it will say like +8 items. So you can kind of keep a track on when new things are being added, which is a good way of getting things before they sell out. So yeah, so I'd saved this as a search, and lo and behold, I came across this. It was in my size. The girl was originally selling it for £12, which I thought was really good because she said she'd only worn it once and it was perfect, which it is. So I favorited it, and then she came in with an offer of £10, and I was like, that's too good to say no to. So I ordered it, it arrived, and yeah, it's literally brand new, absolutely perfect. So I am well chuffed with this. So that also kind of leads me on to my tip number 2, which is to favourite items. So what I mean by this is go in, favourite the item, like it, and it's hard. I would say probably 50% of the time the person who's selling that item will come back to you with a counter offer, which means that you kind of get things for a little bit cheaper. If they don't get back to you with an offer within about 48 hours and it's still for sale, I would say then is a good time to go in with an offer yourself and just see what happens. But I'll talk more about that in a minute. But yeah, that's my tip number 2, because it worked out very well for this Skort. Now what I also love Vinted for is for being able to find pieces that are old, so like the current year, the last season, especially shopping things when it comes to places like Zara. Now I find that you can find most Zara stuff on Vinted, even new stuff, because people miss the return dates and then they don't want to return it because you have to pay like a couple of quid. So yes, so Zara is really good. Vinted is really good for finding things. What am I saying? Vinted is a really good place for finding Zara things. So I saw these shorts on Pinterest. Someone had been wearing them the previous summer, and I was just like, they're really pretty, I really like them. And lo and behold, I managed to find them. Like I said, you will always find someone selling what you are wanting. So I picked these up, and they're just absolutely gorgeous, and I really love them. I didn't really get to wear them very much last summer because I bought them kind of like in August. But I'm excited to have them this summer, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going on holiday at the end of summer. So I just feel like these would just be a really lovely piece to wear abroad. My next favourite item is this white embroidered Zara dress. So I actually bought the black version of this from Zara in, I want to say, summer 2021. And I just loved the style of it, like the high neck, the skater skirt. And I remember I bought it thinking of the next summer, because I thought to myself, Penelope wasn't very old at the time, and I was thinking this would be a terrible dress to breastfeed in, so I'll save it for next summer. And I'm really glad that I did think of future me, because I do absolutely love it. And then when I finally put on the black dress, I was like, I love the style, and I remembered that it came in white, but obviously this was a whole year later. So I went onto Vinted, and you guessed it, I managed to find it. So this would be my tip number 3, is to be really specific with your searches. So I could have just put in Zara white dress and I probably would have been searching for about 3 years to find this exact dress. Now some people do quite loose descriptions and you can find what you wanted, but I find that to actually get what you want and to get there quicker, be very specific. So for this, for example, I searched for Zara embroidered white dress. You also, it's quite good to have a look at what the original listing, so like the original description was. So this was like embroidered dotted dress. I searched for that too. I think I found it under the embroidered dress search in the end. But yeah, by doing that, it just kind of filtered the results and it meant that I was able to find what I wanted a lot quicker. I literally feel like all of my favourite buys are from Zara. But next up we have got these Zara tailored shorts, and the reason why these are one of my favourite ever buys is just the sheer amount that I've worn them since I bought them. So I bought these for I think it was like £5, absolute bargain. Again, they came absolutely in immaculate condition, barely been worn, and I really love a tailored black short because I feel like you can dress these up and dress them down in the summer. You guys know I love shorts, and I just, yeah, like I said, you can dress them up, you can dress them down. So I love wearing these with like a t-shirt and sandals, but you could also wear them with like a blouse. You can wear them on a night out, you can wear them in the day. But yeah, these were just such a bargain, and I feel like they just fit so nicely. And yeah, they were like the best £5 I think I've potentially ever spent. So my next favourite buy is this printed skirt, and I'm including this purely because it's one of those things that I genuinely can't believe that I found it. So I came across this photo on Pinterest and I was like, I absolutely love that outfit. I really want to recreate it for summer. And because it was on Pinterest, there was absolutely no outfit details whatsoever. So I had to go on like a Merry Goose hunt to try and find out where the skirt was from, where the shirt was from, dig in a bit of research, and I just couldn't find a lot of info. So I went onto Vinted and I literally popped in the search bar, printed wrap skirt. And it was almost like it was just pure coincidence, but this was one of the top results and it was £2.50. So this isn't actually Zara. I'm going to guess it's probably like an AliExpress, one of those kind of dupes, because the original is from Zara. So I would probably go searching for a Zara printed wrap skirt. I think it was last summer, so summer 2022 that it came out. I have seen some, like, now that I know what I'm looking for. Because yeah, this isn't like amazing quality, but this is something that again I'm hopefully going to be wearing on holiday, hopefully wearing over the summer. But it was £2.50, I literally bought it there and then. And I was just so excited that I was going to be able to recreate the picture on Pinterest that I'd seen for such a bargain. So next up are these Bershka dad trousers, I think that's what they're called. They're in the petite version, and I picked these up last summer. Now, tailored black trousers I think are very much a good staple to have in your wardrobe because again they are perfect for dressing up, for dressing down, and I think they're a really nice item if you're a mum, because they kind of fit a little bit more than jeans and leggings, but they're also still really comfortable, and I feel like if you pair them with like a trainer and a t-shirt, they don't look too dressy either. But I kind of didn't really know where to start, and then sometimes I don't want to spend like a lot of money on things, so Vinted is a good place to try things. Obviously for cheaper. The only pain is that you don't really return them, so if they don't work, they don't work, but it's kind of the risk you have to take. Anyways, I found these. I can't remember the price, but they weren't very expensive at all. But they arrived and they were pretty much brand new and they fitted perfectly, and I really, really love these. And I've had so much wear out of these that they're again just one of those things that I'm really glad that I bought, but I feel even luckier to have bought them at such a discounted price, if that makes sense. So my next item I haven't got on me, and it's in the bedroom, and I'm not going to lie, I can't really be bothered to go and get it, so you'll have to excuse me, but I'll pop a video up here, is this gorgeous ASOS black linen dress, which again I picked up very recently for about £4.50. I've got a very similar dress to this from ASOS. I think they brought out like a range of these linen dresses with like a wooden belt, and I have like a wrap style, which I absolutely adore. It's like one of my favourite things in my wardrobe because I just feel really good in it. So when I saw this dress, I was like, that's a really beautiful style. And again, I was thinking of the fact that we potentially might be going on holiday. It's definitely a holiday piece because it has literally got no back, so it's not very wearable here in the UK. But it's definitely a really beautiful holiday piece, and for £4.50 you cannot go wrong at all. I think my final thing that I'm going to talk about is my Stradivarius slim mom jeans, because bar one pair of my jeans, I have bought them all off Vinted. Now these are my favourite jeans probably ever. They're such a nice in-between skinny and mom jean, and if you're petite like me, they're a great kind of, not skinny but not too baggy, because I really struggle with like baggy jeans. I feel a little bit like I've just dressed up in my dad's wardrobe. And if you also love these jeans, or even if you're just looking for any kind of jean, have a look on Vinted first, because you can pick them up at such a good price. So that is my favourite items. I could honestly go on all day, because like I said, so much of my wardrobe is from Vinted these days, but I don't want to make this video too long. So another kind of tip, I've kind of said a few other tips. Another tip to just be really careful of when you're on Vinted is to make sure you do a good kind of a little bit of research and check out the person's profile who you're buying stuff from. I have heard horror stories from a couple of people who have bought stuff and have been scammed, so either the thing just hasn't arrived or they've been duped with a fake. So just make sure you know what you're buying, and just make sure you check out the seller's profile. So have a look at their reviews, make sure that they're recent. I know it's hard because everyone has to start somewhere, so if someone hasn't got any reviews, have a look at their pictures and see if they all have a similar background, and maybe message them and kind of see what kind of vibe you get from them, and then kind of go from there. Final tip, which what I was talking about earlier with the offers, is to, I personally think, to not be too cheeky when it comes to offers. Just because as someone who does sell stuff on Vinted, it really kind of grinds my gears when someone comes in with like a 50 to 70% offer. So 50 to 70% discount, and I'm just like, really, that's ridiculous. So I usually think, between 10 and 30% is an acceptable amount to ask for an offer. I usually think that you're buying stuff at a discount anyways off Vinted. So obviously if you think it is, you know, if you think that is what it's worth, then obviously that's up to you. But yeah, I would go for kind of 10 to 30%, and then you've got more of a chance of it being accepted. And I feel like a little bit of money off is better than no money off. So I feel like not pissing off the seller is a really good thing to do. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed shopping on Vinted, as you can probably tell. I'm trying to be more responsible with my shopping habit. I know I did a Zara haul last week, but I try to buy things that I know that are gonna last me, and I'm gonna like them for quite a long time. And then yeah, I'm trying to do a lot more kind of shopping on places like Vinted, which is like secondhand stuff. So yeah, I'm just trying to be a bit more responsible. So let me know if you give Vinted a go. I would absolutely love to know. And I've got lots of videos on like my Instagram and on my TikTok styling up these items that I've bought, so definitely go and check them out, and make sure you hit the subscribe button. I hate saying all this stuff, but I feel like I have to say it. If you want to stick around and see more new videos, I've got lots of videos planned for the next few months, more home videos, lots more fashion videos, so yeah, definitely do stick around. Anyways, this video has been far too long, so I'm gonna go now. Hope you're doing well. I'll see you soon. Bye.